This is the same color I used before, so I'm just gonna get just enough powder to fill in the area right there. I'm very mindful of my apex to make sure that I don't put too much powder and it'll be too protruding. This is Chisel 169. See that? How easy it is to refill color powder. I'm gonna use the same base because it's a nice base color, so I can do any design over this, you know? Very small amount. See that? Rebuilt my structure and everything. I can probably use a little more powder right here in this general area, but then I'll just add that right now. I'd rather add more than have too much. It's right here where the apex is. Of course, the apex has just moved since the nails has grown. But as long as I have understanding. There you go. Remember, the key to doing fills is you're not supposed to do you don't have to make too much work for yourself, okay? It's supposed to be less work because you already have the base of the nail, you have everything already structurally on there. All you're doing is refilling the nail, okay? So don't add too much work for yourself. A common problem with people doing fills is that you have to add too much powder, and now you have to drill and do too much stuff. You should be able to get a fill out in less than 30 minutes easily. So, same concept, just a little bit of powder. And we're refilling the same color powder, okay? No drill downs, no nothing. Generally, if a client that does a lot of designs, I usually do a clear acrylic, or I usually do a nice base color, a cover powder, cover pink, nude, something like that. Because those you can always reuse, and you can always put any designs over it. If anyone's doing color powder, I gotta make sure they know that when they come back, I have to be able to, you know, use gel polish to be able to, you know, cover that, or else they can't get a redesign. And generally, those clients mostly they always soak off and do new designs, which is in return pretty good for me. I don't do drill downs, just not my style. I feel the time it takes me to drill down is almost the time it takes me to soak off. I'd rather work with a new set than something that's layers and layers and layers, okay? Just a personal preference of mine, how I work. It may not work for everybody. So how's everybody today? Back on this Thursday. Just got back from my class in Houston that I took. Amazing experience. In Connecticut class, I already announced my pre-enrollment for my West Coast class. Denver, Vegas, Colorado. Denver, Vegas, and San Jose. I said Colorado. I already said Denver, Colorado. Yeah, just DM for information. And also, there's a few seats left for Connecticut, West Coast class. If you guys missed it, for those of you guys are from New York or in the West Coast area, that's close to Connecticut, Milford, Connecticut. You better grab that class. This is one. The Atlanta class is unfortunately very full. No one's backing out of that class, that's for sure. You can see once I get the flow of it, I'm just gonna go through really quick and just do these nails. And then if you have any structural integrity that you want to repair, now's the time to do it. Say, okay, I want more powder on the tip here. It wasn't one credit card thickness, or you drilled too much to drill off the design. Now you can go in and fix that. I'm gonna do another class in Houston. I probably will, but that class will not be a beginner class. Another Houston class will be more of an advanced art class or an advanced class. We're gonna after East Coast is done, West Coast tour is done. When we come back, we're gonna make it more advanced, just for the returning students, those that are ready. A lot of them are actually working really hard, so we're gonna bump it up, you know, so they can take. And then there's also a lot of, you know, it'll bring in a lot of nail techs that really want that advanced, like design class or something like that. Generally, we try to do beginner classes where we teach them how to work with acrylic a little bit, but generally most of the time, people that are already gotten acrylic down, they just want to see demos of new techniques, and then they want to do art, and that's what we're going to do eventually. That's what we're working towards. but I want to build it up for people, you know, and I want to give like beginners a chance. That's why we'll give you all the students a chance 4 or 5 months to practice, hone their skills, and then they'll be able to be ready for the master class and such. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Jennifer. When we're coming back to Boston, I think if you are in Boston, you're more likely should make the trip to the Connecticut class because Connecticut's pretty close to Boston, Milford, a few hours. Because I don't think I'll be coming back to Boston anytime soon. Um, yeah, from New York our area, I think Connecticut is the one hub zone you have to go to. I wouldn't want you to sit around wait for a class to come to Boston when you can get a few hours away. There you go. So you can see it? It looks like a brand new set, right? This is my own monomer. You can find it on nail-shop.com. And this is my own monomer that I'm using with chisel right here. And I'm gonna look into bringing in the gallon soon, because it's been selling like crazy. So for those guys who are ready for refill, I'll bring the gallon in. Guys, please understand some prices of the products has gone up a little bit. It's just supply and demand, pretty much. You know, the raw materials, the shipping, or something like has gone up, and the companies are charging us more, so we have to reflect that. Try our best to keep it as market value as possible, even though my prices are very low compared to others. But I have to go by raw material and stuff. So if you see a small price increase, please if you understand it, that's just supply and demand. But the white and black gel are back in stock. Those are the ones that are very sought after. I bundled all those together to save you guys a little bit of coin. As best I can do. So if you plan to buy all 5, there's a bundle, okay? Not bad. A whole week without doing nails. It's like riding a bike. This is 169, Julia. Oh, is it lagging? Is it lagging, you guys?
It's like, I know I'm following you on Facebook. I hear this shit.
No, I'm looking at the video. It's like it's jumpy. It's like flickering. Could be the music. Good morning. Is this glitchy?
This is what I'm giving.
Okay, it's not. If I don't off my screen, it looks like it's flickering. Okay.
It's definitely a little behind, but...
No, it's just flickering. Oh, good. Fine. It's just the screen on my end then.
Yeah. Got over 300 viewers, though. That's good.
It's slow.
Is that?
1, 2, 3. You guys realize when you guys do the powder and the monomer with my monomer, there's a 3-second rule, okay? Make sure you imply the 3-second rule. 1, 2, 3 is okay. Once you pick up the powder, give it 3 seconds so it knows it's gonna be running, or it lets you know it's gonna be running or not, okay? Oop, I'm so low on this powder, I need to order more. 1, 2, 3, okay? Just like that. Now we'll clean our brush. I'm gonna try to get my brushes back in stock soon. Fortunately, you know, I can't rush them. For those of you guys, I mean, you guys went through 500 brushes in 2 hours, so I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, see that little bit of acrylic? Get that out. Boom. If you guys have left that there, that's why. When you feather through, you really see it. There it is, look. Take care of your brushes, guys. These things should last you 6 months to a year, okay? Let it sit, and it'll stay in position. Once again, this was Chisel 169, pretty much out. And I use my own monomer. New dampening agent is supposed to come in today. Maybe I'll announce it tonight in the Q&A. So, what's up, Andy? So, we're just gonna do a quick reshape. Nothing too serious. Remember, our shape's already here. I do a side-to-side motion, which 1, 2, 1, 2. You don't want to stay on one side too much because you don't want to overdo it, okay? I'm going to crisp up the shape because the shape is already there. And guys, look, see? So all you have to do with the shaping. Majority of the time, my shaping is through my filing for my set already. So I don't have to do a lot of work there, okay? What size brush do you use? I use a variety of sizes. I use all sizes, actually. Oh, okay, Vanessa. Yeah, I sent you the stuff this morning. Thank you. Trust me, you'll enjoy the class. I do have a private Orlando class for those who are local in Orlando, but, you know. See any corners that you feel like you need to redo, just redo that now. And make sure you guys are not staying one side too much, okay? I'm gonna move my angle. A lot of times you guys are just filing one side. What's happening is you're over filing. That's actually a thing. So make sure you switch sides to make sure that everything's nice and symmetrical. That makes a difference, big difference when you're filing. Liquid ship to Hawaii? I'm unsure. I think Hawaii and Alaska are special cases, aren't they? I'm unsure. You have to check the website if it does or not. It's not a fast setting monomer. My monomer is a medium setting. It's very much, it sets medium. It's slow enough for you to work with, but it's not too slow, too fast so that you can't work with it. But it's not too runny either. I don't like a really, it's definitely slow, faster than C&D and Mia's Secret, that's for sure. Valentino and Young Nails is faster than theirs also. Powders aren't really the ones that are affected by fast setting or slow setting. It's usually the monomer that dictates how fast or slow setting the powder is going to be. Powders are generally usually universal. Yes, some powders may be more buttery than others, but the monomer makes the big difference. Actually, it's actually the key component of the process. Oh, thank you, Andy. So yesterday we did the giveaway for the winner. I'm gonna send out her stuff today. Congratulations, Maria Rodriguez. We did that giveaway live. It's actually a pretty good giveaways. I only did it for like a week and only 200-300 entries, so it's actually, you get a good chance. I know you gotta do a lot of giveaways in some places, like 100, like 10,000 people, because they have the giveaway for so long. But like I said, take advantage of the giveaways now and don't miss out. The Instagram below, Now Dad Studios right there. Look at the shape is back. Yeah, I have to get a higher chair.
Yeah,
for me
my
and
arm
you.
is, yeah. It's just where the arm's placed.
Just like that. We just refresh here. What's up, Corinne? What's up to EMA MMA? EMA MMA is pretty much the state board doesn't want you to use MMA. It's not regulated by the FDA for salon use or professional use. So we as salon professionals use MMA, EMA. Excuse me. But like I always say, it's regulated for licensed and salon owners, licensed and salon owners, salon businesses. There's still people out there that use MMA. It's still being sold because it's not legal to sell MMA. It depends on how you use it and who uses it. The only reason I love how it feels is probably it helps a lot of you guys with this shaping because the shape's already there. So it's fairly easy, to be honest. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of hand filing. Because really, I don't have to do that much work because I only did the fill. Everything should be smooth already. So I'm just gonna hand file a little bit. I generally would use my drill, but I'm gonna use it for this cuticle work only. Use a worn out 100 by 100 grit would be good for hand filing. And this is actually a little quicker than the drill if you have your application down, which means that it's smooth already. So you're just pretty much going over and just going over the nail and using the base of this emery board or filer. I said emery board like I'm back in 1990s, man. I said emery board. Oh my God. Your grandma uses that word. Sweetie, could you grab me the emery board? What? The emery board for my nails.
At least you can make people laugh, though.
Yeah, can you tell me how to get entered into the giveaways? I follow you on Instagram, everything else too. No, you enter in the giveaway is easy. When I do that post, all you gotta do is look at that post and follow. It's usually like tag 3 friends and on that post, and then like and share the post, and then you're good. I use an automated system that goes through that link, grabs all the comments, all the users that tag through their friends, and it selects a random person. So there's no entry. The entry is the post itself. But that one was already announced last night. Hand filing just up down motion. Not too bad. I'm trying to think what I want to design. I'm probably gonna do some butterflies and some marbling or something. I haven't done ink marbling. A black and white abstract would be nice too, actually. Yeah, I think I might do black and white abstract. Frenchy.
Okay.
Oh, the nude would be nice. Ooh, I know what to do. You see how smooth it is? Later on we'll do the cuticle area, which should be good. I would do butterflies, but I really need them. It needs to be more colorful. I might do black and white abstract on each side. One side black, one side white.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice. It would contrast really well with the nude. Plus, since the black and white came back in stock today, we might as well bust it out. I'll show you guys the new consistency of the black and white. I changed it by 1%, so it's a little bit smoother. You guys will see, notice the difference. There you guys go. This may seem like it's tedious, but it isn't. If you have really good application, this is actually a very smart way of filing. Because sometimes the drill filer actually can cut into the. If your application is too smooth, the drill is actually counterproductive because the drill removes a lot, so you can't really control it. This you can control a little bit easier. Yes, I'm in Orlando. Ooh. Oh, look how simple that is. Structurally, as a nail tech, this is where you should be focusing your time and your application, shaping, filing. Designs can really fluctuate. You know, not every client gets designs, but every client does want a nice structure set of nails so they don't break, lift. So that's where you should focus your money on. Hello, Joanna, how are you? Hello from South Africa. Are you guys doing there? Where's everybody watching from? I forget to ask that. I used to ask that all the time so I can see what time zones I do my lives in. Since I don't do as much lives anymore, I'm like, I have actually a big fan base in South Africa. I appreciate you guys. I know you guys can't get a lot of the products we get here. It's unfortunate, but you know. Okay, what's going on here? South Carolina. Saluda, South Carolina, Seattle. Okay, Lena Nguyen. I haven't asked yesterday. Someone asked me to come to Seattle. I might come to Seattle for a class. Maybe a private class, just me. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my sharp bit. It's a fine sharp bit. This is my drill bit. And this time I'm gonna go to do the cuticle work. Ohio, Trinidad, Tobago, yes. Hello, Tracy. Dallas, Texas, Hawaii, Kansas, Barbados. You see, this is what I like about doing live streams. I can reach people from all over the world, literally. So, cuticle work. We all know this is sharp. See that? I'm gonna be able to move back that, relax the client's hands. I'll go right between the cuticle area, okay? And then acrylic. So earlier we flushed our acrylic so that we don't drill too much into it, okay? So we don't have too much product here to remove. The more product you have here to remove, the more drilling you have to do, the more risk you have cutting your clients. And we already hand filed this area, so only this area we need to do the drilling. So I'm gonna blend in just that area, okay? Remember, I don't want to bulge right here. I want to be able to flush it. So we're gonna blend downward. First, we're gonna flush the cuticle, and then we're gonna angle our drill bit to flush the cuticle. But after that, we're gonna blend the cuticle area into the apex area. So we're gonna go blend downward like this. And we already know this is smooth, so we're not gonna go into this too much, okay? A nice buffer will take care of that. So we're gonna blend out towards the cuticle area, the apex. Make sure it has a slope effect, meaning it has to grow out from the cuticle. You see that? So there's no bulge right there, right where the cuticle area is. Even now, I see a little bit more bulge. I want to take it down a little bit more. You don't want to take it down too much, because too much will be too thin and it'll chip, okay? You just want it to be just enough so that it's aesthetically correct. This is for if you guys have to polish the whole nail. It doesn't get too thick right here in this area. See right there? That's what I'm talking about. And a lot of you guys don't do that. A lot of you guys just leave it and it's just like a big bump right here. No, you want the acrylic to grow from the cuticle area, not just look like it's sitting there. This takes a little bit of technique, a little bit of time, but do that. That makes a world of difference for you guys that are polishing. Why do you think your polish is so congested there in that cuticle area? Because you have a big bump there, so the polish is just dripping downward, so it's spilling all over that area, okay? But if you have it sloped up, the polish can, you know, naturally slope in that area. And that's what I generally see a lot of you guys are missing out on when you're doing cuticle work. Michigan, Utah, Chowchilla. Wow, I never heard that city before. Same technique over and over. I move the client's hands sometimes. Remember, you want to be very, very in control of your drill. If you're not in control of the drill, you're not in control of the client's hands, you're going to cut the client. Sometimes clients are a little stiff, you got to tell them to relax, because, you know, at the end of the day, you're the one with the power tool in your hand. So they need to go by your rhythm. And if you can't move your hand to be in the comfortable position to drill, you can move the client's fingers, okay? It's easier for the client to move their finger than you to move your whole body, okay? Work where you're comfortable, especially when you're working with dangerous tools or tools that can possibly cut the client or yourself. Same thing, I already did the hand filing. So I really don't have to go through this because it's already smooth. But I will worry about this area here. Make sure it's sloped out aesthetically. You ever seen my side profile posts and you see how nice it's like comes out? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See? You want to see the difference in this? Look, this is before I drill. This is after I drill. See the cuticle area, the difference? Yeah, tag your friend. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram for more giveaways. And support me by sharing, liking, commenting on the posts. There you guys go. Brandon, Florida. I know what that is. Oh, thank you, Vina. Please someone else here from California, Philadelphia. Unfortunately, I wished. I will have the flyers for Denver class, Vegas, and San Jose class up earlier this time, because we only have a month for the Denver, so I'm not going to try to fill up quicker. For those of you guys that I sent the information out to, that's your pre-enrollment. That means that when I post the flyers, it's first come, first serve. We had a lot of students say, "Oh, but I messaged you back in so and so." I'm like, "Well, it took you a month to respond back to you want to put it on deposit, but there are people that already filled up the class. I'm sorry, you know. I will not overfill the class for anybody. We're comfortable with a certain amount of number that we work with, so." I remember you saying you take a week. Dang it, Vina. I can't. I promised Vina I'll take a week off after my trips, but to rest. But look where I'm at. I don't know. I'm a worker bee, Vina. I'm sorry, but I will take some time off eventually. Are you using this Job tape? No, this is not. This is a sharp, not safety. I do have the safety version of this on my website. No, that's shop.com though. But it's the same bit, same size, same shape, same weight. It's just that a little bit more smoother at the edges, so you can go through safetied out. But I do encourage you guys to work your way up to these sharp bits. You guys see the difference between the sharp bits? I know you guys are like, wow, look how clean this cuticle area is, and I can barely see any gap in between. No, you can't see any gap in between. For that reason, why we use the sharp bit, because it has the edge is sharper, so you won't get that big gap. A safety version will be rounded out, so it's gonna show you a little bit more gap because you're gonna be removing more. Okay. And look, see that? You don't even see any difference in between the cuticle area. Small, minimal, non-factor. See that? And I can go through and smooth out this too if I wanted to. I can do that with the buffer. Look at that. It's like a brand new nail. Yeah, I can do move over. Flush to perfection. Oh, thank you so much. You guys know this is very important. This process right here. I know, like, you guys think it's boring to watch, but it's very important because this is what makes the client's nails not lift for a month. No, you won't have any pop-offs. You won't have any greenies. This is flushing the right into the area that you won't have any issues at all, okay? That when this grows out, it's not gonna have any bumps, anything in the area. Cuticle work is one of those things that everybody asks me, why are my nails lifting? This is why your nails are lifting. This is the step that you're missing out on that you need to work on. That's it. Nothing has to do with the primer or whatever bond, James Bond, banana bond, whatever bond you're using. This right here is where 99.9% of the lifts happen. And when you flush this acrylic to that cuticle area nice and flush, just like that, the acrylic will grow up nice and even, okay? Hello, Diane. So yes.
Oh yeah, the difference.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
People always ask, lips, lips, lips. This is it. And I do not expect you to do cuticle work like me. Please. You know, I'm very practical. I don't expect you to do that at all. Okay? I expect you to know why you have lift and what you need to work on. It means that, okay, I might not do cuticle work as good as, you know, now, Dad, but I'm gonna try to get myself there. That's all I can ask, you know? So I don't mind sharing you guys my techniques on how to do cuticle work. Because this is not something that I can show you, you watch, and you're gonna be able to do exactly like me. Hell no. You have to literally have to practice for years to get to where I am. And maybe even faster if you have the talent for it. So yes, I don't mind sharing you this, you know. Even in the class, I show my students, I'm like, hey guys, you know, this is something I can show you, but you're not gonna sit here and practice for a few hours and be like me. That's not how that works. So there's certain things in class, when we teach, we demo for you to get better at home. We're not gonna waste class time you try to get to something that you're not gonna be able to get to, okay? So please understand that. That's why I don't mind showing the shaping portion or even the cuticle work portion on lives, because my students, they get to see the same thing in person, that's all. And they get to ask questions and they get to answers and they get to try it if they want to. But it's up to you to hone up these skills. These are skill traits. This is muscle memory that you need to properly hone. It's not 2 plus 2 is 4. I wish it was, guys. I wish it was. I wish I could just give you guys the formula and then boom, automatically you guys can do perfect cuticle work. Even I haven't perfected perfect cuticle work. I'm still working on it every day. I'm very comfortable with it. I use the same drill bit. I use the same drill. And I know I have muscle memory. That's all I have that's different from you guys. That's it. The technique stays the same, okay? Don't skip out on this process, please. You're gonna cut yourself or your client once or twice, okay? I still cut clients till this day. I know a lot of you guys are scared to use a drill because, oh, I'm scared to cut people. Yes, that's just part of it, y'all. Like, you know, you're gonna cut people. Name a nail tech that's used a drill and has never cut anybody. Never. That nail tech does not exist, okay? I tell you that for a fact. So get up on that horse and, you know, get back onto it, because it's just how it is. It's one of the biggest issues. I'm scared to cut people. Well, don't be scared. I'm not telling you to go out there. You're gonna cut people. I'm not telling you to go out there and just cut people purposely and get out of your system. I'm saying that when you do cut people, it's just part of the process. You're gonna learn, and then you're gonna, you know, be more careful in that area. But don't get traumatized by it and never use it again, because this is a very important part of doing the nail. You want your nails to last. And don't depend on products to make your nails last either, guys. No product's gonna be better than this right here. No product's gonna beat cuticle work. I can give you the most amazing product ever, you know. But if you don't do good cuticle work, it's gonna lift. And why need products when you have a technique as a nail tech? If you have this technique, it's free, it's yours, and it makes you. You know, so-and-so did this, kept this. Nah, not this, yes, there's some products that helps bond easier, better, but it ain't better than this. Be a nail tech. Don't be reliant on products, okay? This grit is a fine from my 5-1. The important thing about this bit is the difference is the way it's cut. The cut pattern, tooth pattern, how do you say? It's unique. I had them made it uniquely the way I like it, so it drills pretty nice. I know a lot of you guys have had this bit, and you're like, oh yes, it's a game changer. I call this my spicy bit. My 5-1 spicy, fine spicy. Spicy means sharp. Because, you know, I see people naming their bits different names. I decided to name my safety bits mild and my sharp bits spicy. So this is my spicy bit. I should name my yeah.
You're like, I just gave myself an idea.
No, I already did. It's on the website.
You already have a name that? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
It's already called Spicy Bit.
Oh, I like that.
This is my 5-in-1 fine spicy nail bit. Remember, you gotta angle differently. I know sometimes you guys look at your nails, you're like, how can I get it to look more structured like that? It's all in the application, all in this process, okay? I know you guys are just leaving the powder there. It's too wide. Fix it up. Change it up, please. Filing, drilling, that's your time to make up for maybe a lack of application experience, okay? I say application experience, I'm not saying your nail's bad, it's just experience. You're lacking the experience, that's all, okay? And we're done. There it is, guys. You know, crisp up the shape a little bit. This gives me a little bit more crispness because I did do a fill. And I'm gonna buff and I'm gonna do the design. I'm gonna use the new black and white gel that just got restocked. I changed the consistency a little bit for you guys because I took the feedback. A lot of you guys love it, but you guys want it to be a little bit more, less thick. And you guys want to work with it more. So I changed it by 1%. This is why I always ask, hey, how do you like it? Hey, how do you like it? Because I do change my product based on feedbacks from, you know, fellow educators also, and also from, you know, like I got Tino and Vina to use my products, and they try it out, and then tell me exactly what adjustments to make. And I make it because nothing's perfect, not even nail techs. Not even nail products. I'm not gonna file too much. I'm not here to file, I'm here to crisp up the shape, that's it. And there we go, everybody. Give it a nice buff. Longer nails, put your finger underneath so it doesn't feel like you're ripping the client's nails off. Buff the bottom. Remember the hand filing we did earlier? We're just gonna smooth it out a little bit more here, okay? Does this look like a new set, guys? Looks like a new set, huh? This is a fill. Yes, refills can look like new sets. That's why refills, you don't really charge that much of a difference. You really do a whole new set. So a lot of you guys that don't like do refills, you're just really missing out on the whole experience of doing nails again. I feel like my nails get too hot and uncomfortable under that amount of cuticle drilling. No, it doesn't. The cuticle drilling is not about heat because you're using the angle. Anytime you're getting heat is you flattening this out. If I'm putting this amount of metal spinning on here, it heats up. When you do the cuticle drilling, you're only using that much of an angle. So there's not that much surface area to create friction for heat. So I hope that makes sense. But trust me, if you stay in one space too long, yes, it's going to create friction, it's going to create heat. But if you guys notice, when you're doing cuticle work, you're moving fast. You're going through the cuticle area. Try it. Yeah, these are tattoos on our hands. Oh, trust me, she's got a lot more. Thank you.
Go
wash your hands, Joe. if you, in CT, you had an experience. You got too hot means that they just drilled in one area too long and they heat up that area, that nail too much. That happens. So cuticle work shouldn't be heat, or they drill too deep into your cuticle area. That's why it takes experience. It's not something that you're gonna be able to learn and do right away. Okay. You need to be experienced to do that. So guys, black, white, and rose gold are back in stock. These are very high demanded. Oh, look at that. Oh. So I'm gonna do a abstract kind of French look. And I'm gonna do two-tone. So from what my feedback was, they wanted to make it stay pigmented, but they wanted to make it a little bit more runny. Not runny, but I changed the consistency by 1%. And let's see how we see. This one. Okay. Let's see. Nice. A little bounciness there. So it's more paintable, but you guys realize this is the first time I'm testing it out too, okay? So I'm gonna take my time. Making changes to products is one of those things. So from what I get now, the gel is a little bit more workable. Oh, I love this. Oh my God. You see that? It's still pigmented, but it's less thick than I would have before, so you guys should paint it a little bit better. This is the new redone gel. Oh, wow. Actually, I will show you guys the difference between this and let me see if I can find one of my old ones. Well, I guess anybody that's using my old ones. And I'll show you guys the difference. Okay. Baby.
Smoother?
It's definitely smoother.
Yeah.
I'm more easier to work with because it's not as
thick.
Because before I was doing a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
Because it was just so that it doesn't bleed. You see how it doesn't bleed? But you sacrifice the smoothness. So this time You know, I was test the product. I told my fellow educators, hey, can you test it and see what we can improve? They're like, it's amazing. Let's just see if we can bring down the thickness a little bit so it's a little easier to use, but still keep our quality since he's not bleeding out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had them change it and send me samples and stuff, and this is actually my first time using it after the change, because you know it's so different when you have a sample in a video and they're saying, oh, we're going to change it by this, but when you're actually using it, oh my goodness, worth every freaking penny, y'all, like seriously. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Marisol, who has? Yeah, it's restocked already. Sydney, can you use a coarse bit around and the metal ones feel great? I don't really use that. I use when I do cuticle work, I always use my metal bits. This is already restocked, guys. This is the new formula for the new product for the black and white. I made adjustments based on you know, what you guys feel like you guys want changed. And I appreciate all the good feedback. Yes, SOC, I always ask you guys for feedback whenever. You guys realize that, right? I was like, hey, how do you like it? Hey, you know, what do you want changed? I always ask you guys for feedback for a reason. So I can improve my products. Always room for improvement. Holy cow, Mike Joe just hit a new level. Yes. This is a new level, y'all. Like this gel right now, this is a new level. Like seriously. This formula that I have right now. The smoothness, the pigment. Look, it's not bleeding out. I arguably believe mine is now one of the best ones out in the market. I've tried so many. I'm telling you. The pigment,
yeah,
one
it's not
coat,
see-through or anything.
one coat, the ability to paint it smooth, not too thick.
There's no bleeding. Yeah.
No bleeding. You're seeing it here. This is the first time I'm using my new formula. This is thanks to you guys, like everyone that supported my product and that given me feedback. Thank you to all the educators that work with me, Tino and Vina, for giving me the feedback I need to improve my brand. Like seriously, I can't thank you guys enough. I'm very humble to the point where if someone tells me something wrong with my product, I'll be like, okay, let me try to make those adjustments. You know, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to sell to the consumer. I'm not trying, you know, I'm not too big-headed to be like, oh no, my product's the best. There's a lot of companies out there that are like that. Jeez. Yo. Ooh, baby. The feeling. This is... I was at an angle, so it wasn't straight. Now I gotta straighten it out. I'm telling you guys, like, you thinking, yeah. I received my, oh, have you tried it yet? You can go to my website. These are bundled up with the other stuff too, so you can get a nice bundle with all the other colors. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm sounding a little bit excited, like I'm playing with a toy here, but a new toy, but it is like a new toy for me. You know, it's it's the growth for me. This is me growing as someone that sells products. Okay, I you guys don't understand how different the feeling, working with products that you just made adjustments and then boom, you get results right away. Usually, gel art paint are really thick, like a little bit thicker, so you can't really paint with this little paint brush. You have to use like a little, and I generally would want to speed up the process and use a flat brush, but I can't freaking find my flat brush, so. So use like a flat brush like this. And you just paint in the pigment. And you do the finer details with your other liner brush. It just speeds up the process a little bit faster. But we're not here for speed, we're here for precision, so. As I go back to the liner brush and do another line. Art brushes will be back in stock maybe in a week or two, okay? I'm sorry it's taking forever, guys. Like I said, a lot of things have been changing with the pricing and stuff. We have to re-deal with these vendors. Raw material price has gone up, unfortunately. Supply and demand. Very important thing is I reduce the thickness, but precision, it stays the same. So I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, the second bottle already? Dang you. A little bit quicker, speed up the process a little bit. Look how smooth it goes on, y'all. So geeked. Certain edges I can't get in there, so oops, a little bit too much there. Go back there with the liner brush, fill in all the. Okay, go ahead. All right, let's test out the white. Just gonna clean my brush. Oh, this is the same, y'all. So I'm gonna reverse. So do like a two-tone. Like one of those cookies, was it the white and black cookies? They call them white and black cookies? same consistency. Sorry, a little bit clear. The main thing I'm looking for is consistency and also the ability to have not move. Sometimes when you sacrifice consistency, pigment, you can sacrifice pretty much the gel being able to be fluid and bleeding out. That's why gel polish is very one of those iffy things, you know. But it's like a difference in percentage too. Like it could be just like a difference in a small percentage. But I'm very, very satisfied with what I got. It's like getting Christmas presents in nail supply. I think this will be a little bit easier for my students to work with now. So I'm not gonna use a lot of polish when I do my lining, but I will add more polish later when I do everything else. I generally start from the same corner, so I know exactly how much to use. This design is becoming very popular in the summertime here. You start the same corner, always the same length. So I do just the framework first, and I go through with my flat brush, my oval flat 3D. I just paint it in just to speed the process just a little bit. But you know, like I said, I'm gonna go back through with the finer details. And these are my own nail dab brushes. They're gonna be coming back in stock soon. Appreciate the patience. It's because the same company makes my acrylic brushes, makes my art brushes, because they use the same Kolinsky. Heads up, a lot of you guys can be a few dollar changes in the brushes also, because the price of Kolinsky hair is gone up. Supply and demand, unfortunately. So we're gonna cure this, and we're gonna go back through and add a little bit more detail. Ah, careful. Add a little coat here. Okay. Wait. Okay, go ahead. You mess it up.
No. Just hit underneath.
Okay, I'm gonna two-tone this now. So moving. Remove. You're moving too much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It might not seem a lot on your end, but on my end when I'm doing this, it feels like earthquakes.
Oh, my bad.
Ah! All right. Sorry I couldn't talk. I'm like holding my breath. That's what it is when you do line work. Hold your breath. Chị Thúy, kêu chị ấy bật nhạc xuống giùm em coi. New consistency is so nice. Hey Daisy, how are you? I might put another coat of white on this, to be honest. I might need another coat of white. Yeah. The white is not as pigmented as the black, but I'm gonna put another coat of white on here, just give it more, pop out a little bit more. You touch over in this corner. Careful, going in, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, nails, you can always make changes, okay? You have to be committed to something. Just how I just added more white on here. No commitment. A lot of you guys are actually doing nails and you're just like, I'm already too far. No, you're not. Unless you've already top coated, you're not too far. Make those changes before you regret them in pictures. Been there, done that. Okay. I'm gonna finish outlining these up a little bit because I just add another coat, so I'm gonna make sure everything's nice and even. Then I'm gonna do the black two-tone opposite, like how I did the white over on the black. And we should be good. It's actually a very simple design. This takes a little bit of time, but once you get it down using the right tools, right products, it actually becomes very easy. Good way to practice your line work too, if you're practicing that. Okay, go in real quick. I think this should be fine. I want to go back there with the white a little bit, but liven it up a little bit. I'm not gonna overdo it too much here. I'm using a striper brush. You can probably use a 10mm if you need to. I'm using a striper brush as a 20mm. Okay, go ahead. Take it out. You see how like I stopped midway? My lines aren't as good. Don't do that. Whenever you're doing line work, don't ever stop. The moment you stop, your line is not consistent anymore. So you gotta do the full line, okay? Let's do it again. I'll show you guys. See the difference? Don't stop. When you stop, you have to start again. Ugh. And I went crooked on that. Sorry, this is the left hand, I'm right-handed, so definitely be a struggle. But I think, look at that. Just take it off and start again. Okay, remember to hold my breath too. It's the most important part of doing line work is holding your breath. Trust me, your clients will hold their breath too. So I'm not gonna talk so I can get this done here, guys, because touch black on my fingernail for some reason. All right, go ahead. And that was my black and white. so happy with that. Oh no.
You doing shiny or matte?
You have to do matte for this design.
Okay.
But you're ready to dye your hair, so you're good. How do you get white up there?
I think it was on your glove, maybe.
Yeah, on my glove.
Đó là bà kia hỏi có take off không? Thì anh là take off cho bà. Take off không?
Lindy's here.
Ừ.
I call this one black and white cookies. You ever seen those? They're called
Yeah.
black and white cookies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they're dipped.
Yeah.
Nice.
Watch this. Switch. There we go. Ooh. Scared the crap out of me. Let me get some stand. Very cute. So we just took off the old design, redesign. Get a little bit of my gel polish on my glove on there. I think the gear in there. And we're gonna do the other hand just like that and just two-tone mismatch. See? Beautiful.